This fragrance really surprised me. It's Lust Oud Delice by Chris Collins, which I've been wearing for a while now, and I gotta say it's a ton of fun. Now I'll put the note breakdown on screen, but when I see a Gourmand oud fragrance, I'm usually really worried it's gonna be a super screechy vanilla amberwood bomb. But that's not the case here, and I gotta say that Perfumer Alexis Grucrion, or maybe Grushin, just did a fantastic job making a semi-gourmand chocolate. But it's not a super sweet chocolate, it's more like a cocoa powder mixed with one of those chocolate liqueur bottles. Now what I think is happening here is when you combine iris or orris with chocolate, you get a bit of a powdered chocolate feel. And cypriol is listed, which is often used as part of an oud accord, and it can be a bit medicinal, which combined with those nutty accords, I think is maybe giving me that liqueur feel. But I want to be really clear, this is not an oud fragrance. So if you're expecting a Ombre Nomade style fragrance or like a true funky barnyard oud, then that's not this. The oud in cypriol here is just giving it depth and dimension and is really not the main player. Now the performance on this is pretty impressive without being screechy. To give you an example, the first time I wore this, I put a half spray on my shoulder, which I then covered up with my t-shirt. And then an hour later, I walked by my wife and she immediately noticed it. Longevity is great too because I'm getting like 8+ hours and it's sticking to my clothing even better without being unwashable. Now Chris Collins sent me this for free with no strings attached. And it's not a cheap fragrance. I think it's a little over $200 for 50 milliliters, but I gotta say it's really well executed. It's pretty unique and it even comes in a really nice presentation as well that won't disappoint. I'm not big on super gourmand fragrances, and I think this really balances the line between being kind of gourmand but also really complex and beautiful and fun. This has made its way into my wearing rotation, and if you're looking for a fun semi-gourmand chocolate, then I really recommend checking this out.